There we go.
Hello. How are you today? I hope you are well and good and feeling the love. Ooh, double. Let's tap into today's messages and see what comes up for us. Today, let's tune in first. Yes. Yes. Oh, so blistery. Blustery? Blistery. Not blistery. Blustery. Solar winds. Massive wind action. This morning it's died down and it's so pretty windy. Lots of things moving around. DNA downloads from the sun. That's what these solar flares are all about. Okay. What are we looking at today? We've got 3. Reflectiveness, growing older, and healing in the now. Okay. What was it? Reflectiveness. Tapping in with your inner child, your playful self. This awareness that time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Every moment we are getting older, we are growing older and healing in the now. The portal that you access through self. Okay, let's just check all those in there. 23, a 38, and a 42. Okay. What? Growing older is a privilege, is where your wisdom happens. It's where your wisdom happens, okay? It's how your wisdom develops through your experiences. And to experience is to grow older, right? Okay, let's take this one that fell. Yeah. What's this? Liberation. Okay. There may be some limits we are putting on ourselves because of age. This is part of the old limiting beliefs, right? You can't do certain things at certain ages. And it's more like you can't do certain things the same way you could when you were younger. It doesn't mean that you can't do it, right? You just have to do it differently. And oddly enough, you are also gifted with wisdom, knowledge, and experience to explore different ways. Is that picking up the wind? I don't know. Just turn that just in case. Better? Just in case. Okay. Okay. So yes, because these are the limitations that we put upon ourselves for whatever reason are pretty much the only things that hold us back from achieving, expanding, and stepping into magic, right? Fully stepping into magic. We have magical moments if we're lucky, right? It's about maintenance, maintaining your sense, your sense. Okay, we've got Ewas, not Ewas, which is the cover of this book. Okay, Ewas. Magic liberation, which is this. This is liberation. Okay. Rebirth, spiritual awakening, and protection. Okay. Symbol of death and rebirth. Beautiful. And this is it, right? This is part of the practice. This is part of the work. This is part of what we are aware of is that every time we choose something different than the past version of self would have chosen, there is a death of that old version, and a rebirth of a new version. And we gotta deal again with the deer butt. I swear they feel me. Oh, there they go. There's a head, kind of. It was there. Anyways, look at this wind. And this is not even half of what it was this morning. It was crazy. Look, there's leaves. It's freaking June. And there's leaves on the ground, okay, from these guys. So, yeah, it was a very, very windy. It's ripping out live leaves. Okay. So, I feel like this is the dragons. That's what I was thinking about. You know, the dragons, they are ripping through and cleansing, releasing, helping to cleanse and release the atmosphere. So much crap in the atmosphere. Okay. So we're talking about every day, our reflectiveness and how we heal, right? The healing in the now, right? Part of this healing is release and growth, change. Liberation, right? Okay. We've got the Hermit. Okay, so this is about going in and doing the healing work, the solo journey of following your inner flame to source, back to source, back to life, back to reality, back to the here and now. Is that what it says? I don't know. I can't remember. Okay, well, let's do that. The Hermit and Judgment. Okay. The Call for Rebirth. Beautiful. The Phoenix from the Flames, right? It's almost like it's like you're in a waiting room and there's a bunch of people and everybody's waiting, and then you get your name called and you're up. It's your turn. It's time to go through. It's time to go in or wherever. Go on to the next stage. And it's beautiful. And it's beautiful, okay? It's gorgeous. It's the light. Yes, you get to come into the light, okay? Which is beautiful, because was I saying something about tending your flame and following it back to source. The source is the sun, okay? Which is why it is giving us all of its gorgeous upgrades with the solar flares. So that's pretty powerful, because the death of the old, right, and the rebirth of the new, this is like what it looks like when you liberate yourself from anything that's holding you back, right? I mean, there you are, the star, and there are all these things that are trapping you, keeping you locked down. It's basically like the Ten of Swords, right? The doubts, the fears, the limitations, limiting beliefs that we put upon ourselves. The deer. Its little ears. Listening. Chewing. Okay. Okay, dear. Okay, dear. Oh, my Oma used to say that. Oh, dear. Okay. Okay. So we got the sun coming out, which is gorgeous. We got your patience. Okay, we know the deal. We're patiently waiting, trusting the process, the unfolding, as we continue to strip away and to reflect, and reflectiveness, to reflect upon ourselves, our growth, our healing, and find all the little things that need to be released, right? To help to liberate us. Look at this. Yes, so that we are free to flow and to celebrate and to collaborate without restraint, without inhibitions, right? Freedom to flow. Gorgeous. To follow the light on our greatest and highest path, right? Path of the divine. Passionately moving, taking action when we are divinely guided, right? This is all part of this expansion. But this is the recognition that it's only what the confines that we have in our own minds and thoughts that limit us. This is about liberation and your magic, right? You're liberating your magic. You are healing the dis-ease within so that you could reclaim your ease and flow, right? Yes. Okay. We've got a message coming in, and this could be coming from your divine spirit team. Okay, this is my spiritual tending card, and this is like your spiritual relationship, your spiritual connection, right? We've got the figure here, and it is not a body, it is like a shadow. So this is also the integration of your shadow through your spiritual work. This is part of your healing in the now, right? The integration of shadow is an important part of your wholeness. You cannot be whole without it. Like the symbol is a whole symbol with the combination of the light and the shadow. And then something about the connection. Okay, so I mean, this makes sense. How are you going to receive messages from your spirit team, from, or, you know, divine inspirations, if you are shrouded by doubt and disbelief, uncertainty, limitation, right? Think of it, well, we're tuning to higher frequencies. This is the work, right? The constant tune, because there's so much shifting around us. So it's like following the service. Back in the day, they used to have these antennas, and you'd have to move the ears around, just like the deer, right? Listening, to capture, and you had to find that sweet spot and look at the screen and see, right? And same with on a radio. You're tuning in to find that station, and it's just white noise in between. And then when you hit that station, you kind of gotta adjust to find the clearest connection. This is the spiritual tending, right? But we can counteract with our own disbelief. I love the tuning too, because, you know, you got your masculine and your feminine, right? You're going your left and you're going your right, and you need to adjust both to find the sweet, sweet spot of clarity, right? In order to receive the messages and the downloads. This could also be while you're tending your garden and being open and patient and stripping away, liberating yourself through your healing. You are opening up avenues for opportunities to come your way. But first you have to let the old go, right? The death and rebirth. You have to put to death the limitations that hold you down, that hold you back, that keep you from thriving, rising, shining, that keep you from accessing your portals into gorgeousness. Yes, there's your balance. Using your balance to tune. And this is a process. So be easy with yourself, okay? Be patient. Trust the process, trust the unfolding, find your flow. Find your flow, and then you'll know. Okay, I'm gonna see if the fairies want to say something about this. This liberation of self, of your shine, of your gorgeousness. Liberate yourself, come on. It's your liberation. Who's this guy? A 62. Oh, I can't read that. The Glen Coner? I don't know. Sorry if that is your name. Or if that is not your name. Okay, 62. The Glanconer. It is. I did read it. Illusion, delusion, lust, projection, and clear sight. Okay. What you got for us? It is not good to make decisions when blinded by lust. Whether it is lust for a person, a thing, or an idea, we need to pause and take our time before making actual commitments. We need to read the fine print, check out the foundations, get a mechanic to test the so beautiful secondhand car. If we are considering buying something, we can refuse to let ourselves be rushed into it and take time to make sure it is really what we think it is. If we are considering making a commitment to other people, we need to take our time and really get to know them much better. This is another lesson in seeing the truth behind a beglamored surface, though in this case, it is we who have cast the glamour. Okay, I feel like I gotta read the little backstory here. Have you ever noticed that when we really, really want someone or something, we tend to see it without clarity? The object of our lust looks flawless and glamorous, which should tell us something right away, but usually it doesn't. He says his name is Smooth Harry, but that may be a little illusion of his own. Unlike Pook, card number 60, the Glanconer doesn't change his shape to tempt us with our own mental confusions and paradoxes. He simply wears a mirror in which we see our desires temptingly displayed. He doesn't try to fool us, he simply allows us to fool ourselves. Whoa. Well, he may try just a little, just to make the test a little more difficult. After all, we can be proud of passing a difficult test than an easy one, can't we? Smooth Harry also appeals to our vanity, and the more we have of it, the easier his work is. A little flattery, and we'll believe whatever he wants us to swallow. Especially since it is just what we want to swallow anyways. People who tell you what you want to hear, right? Of all the fairy care challengers, Smooth Harry is the most likely to be sly. He practices a sort of emotional judo where he lets his own desires lead us into a fall. As we rush headlong towards our vision of perfection, he needs only step to one side as we cast ourselves at him, and down we go, not fun, but maybe perhaps we might just learn something from it. Okay. And this is is referencing a few things. This growing older, right? This illusion. If we get so obsessed with our outward appearance, we're more likely to be taken advantage of and to lose ourselves further into it. Like, getting augmented and trying to turn back time, trying to age reverse, trying to recreate versions of self that need to be released, right? And trying to recapture our youth. But this is like clutching at straws. It's something that you can't. It's something that you can't get back to. This is part of this growing older, this evolution, our change of form. And we stunt its potential when we're locking it into a past instead of it rising and growing and shining. It gets judged as being not as good as before, and that becomes its surface. Does that make sense? Also, it referenced at the beginning, we were talking about taking the time, doing the things, still being able to do all of the things, but shifting the speed at which or the angle at which, right? It's like before we used to run and jump off the side of a cliff down into the water, right? And maybe we don't want to do that now, but we still want to go swimming. And so now we find a little trail that leads down, and we find a lower spot, and then we jump in from there. We can still go swimming, we can still enjoy the water. We just don't need to cannonball from 30 feet up, right? Or whatever. Adjusting. But if we keep judging ourselves and saying, I can't go swim in that water because I can't get into it the way that I used to when I was younger, well, then we're holding ourselves away from the joys of the water, right? Of the swimming, of the flowing. And we don't want to do that. It's like, people who love the water, love going swimming, but they don't love what they look like in a bathing suit anymore. They look at themselves and they say, this is not how I used to look. I used to look like this, that, and the other thing. And because I don't look that way that I have in my brain of how I used to look when I was, younger, I'm not accepting who I am today. This is part of this being tied down, being limited, being restricted, self-imposed restrictions, right? Just get in the water. Just get in the water. You're going to be, a wrinkled old prune lying in your deathbed going, if only I swam more, because I love to swim, right? But I was just too concerned with the surface illusion that I kept myself from the things that I love to do. Liberate yourself and flow and shine and be gorgeous in all of your physical manifestations, okay? Beautiful. We got the turtle and the horse. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, turtle. Ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. Beautiful. Just because you're not running like a horse anymore doesn't mean you don't deserve to get around and see stuff, right? Do stuff, engage with stuff. Okay. It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements, simultaneously balancing. Yesterday, the Queen of Cups came up with the King of Pentacles. There's your earth and your water, your turtle element. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life. No matter where their travels lead them, turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shell for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and to begin to tell our own true tale. Being in the now, right? We've got healing in the now. You heal in the now by being there, right? Okay. And it's the horse, not the horse. The horse of course. Where are you? Momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. The horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. Earth and water. It provides us with momentum so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back towards any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. A horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and can not be defeated. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice. Physical stamina, exercise, and mental focus, meditation, are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. Again, physical stamina, earth, and mental focus, water, right? Your flow state of being. When in balance, achieves and never gives up. When out of balance, runs away and feels weak, to bring into balance. Strength chaining. Did we do that at the Toidle? I don't think we did. When in balance, peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When out of balance, slows down to a halt, and to bring into balance an adventure. Okay. So do some strength training on your adventure, and you got it. And you got it. And you're good to go. Okay. Let's get a gentle chaos card. I love a satisfying shuffle. Oh, we got 3 flipped. How did that happen? I guess those are our cards. Okay, we got the Queen of the Night. Beautiful. Sun, moon energy. We got the Field. flowers to roll around upon. We got the deer. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, dear. The queen of the night is assigned to look for beauty in the darkness as well as in the light. Balance, integration, right? Confirmation of your light and your shadow wholeness. Beautiful. The field. I want to know how it feels to be a lush, unkept field. I want to be soft and move with the wind, to protect and hide those I love without any fear. The field signifies this softness and safety. This is the energetic field. This is what you tap into with your spiritual tending, right? We've got your soul star chakra, third eye, heart, root, and earth star chakra. This is your connection from the heavens to the earth, and you, the center point. That's how you tap into the field of resonance. Okay, this is part of your tuning into the love station. Yes. Okay, and the dia. CD. The deer reminds us that life goes on and that there is newness to be found in loss. Beautiful. Because of all of the death and rebirth, right? This is confirmation of that release of the old gives birth to the new. Okay, it's got a poem here. Oh, please, let wild deer feed from my grave. May the flowers you place in memory of my name, may the feelings of joy, of sadness, disgrace, pity, and shame be reclaimed and consumed by the grand forest game. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I wanted to do these guys. See what message or affirmation or comes up. Two. I don't know why I have to say that every time. It's 'cause I'm autistic. Okay. Understanding the healing of my will begins with the acceptance of what I have internalized, denied, or disconnected from. Before I get to where I am going, I have to be okay with where I am. Even when life is uncomfortable, this is the starting point, okay? This is looking at yourself in the mirror and being okay with where you are right now. This is how we step through the portal, right? The healing in the now. That's the healing in the now. This acceptance of where you're at, what it took to get there. By denying yourself in your now, by holding on to versions that are meant to have been released, we are keeping ourselves from the kind of future we were meant to have, right? Something along those lines back in the mirror when we were judging ourselves because we didn't look right in a bathing suit or whatever, didn't look the same as when we were before, right? And so we're denying this version that got us to this point by judging it harshly and saying, you're not who you used to be. I don't like you, right? I'm going to punish you by keeping you from doing the things that you love to do. So don't do that. Don't do that, okay? And I can always do my best. There is no failure, only opportunity. Opportunity. Don't miss out on the opportunities because of the illusion of your physical. We are divine and eternal spirit. This is a temporary vessel. Make do, honor it, love it, be in it now, and take steps towards your future. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's just do a couple of these guys. Those, okay. Those, okay. I'm just going to toss them out like that. And a couple charms. Okay. What's the big heavy thing that fell? I don't know. Okay, let's discover together. Let's see. Well, that's really, really zoomed in there. There is the reading so far. Okay, what do we got? We've got connection. I find true essence of life by embracing my connection to all living beings. Yes, connection is part of it. Get into it. This is also this connection that we spoke about. Okay, metamorphosis, beautiful. This transformation, this release within myself is always awareness and opportunity to make choices that promote personal transformation. Yes, the choices that you make in your now, how you respond to yourself, to your environment, to your world, determines every step forward or something. Okay. Serenity, bringing my attention to the quiet stillness and calmness within myself enables me to graciously accept what is. Okay, something about that. We got the sun and moon here balancing. We've got your sturdy, stable groundedness, amplified by the rhino here. Okay, armored land animal, maybe too armored, but also maybe perfectly armored. There's your flow state and your wisdom. Okay, what is this? Your kindness. As soon as I offer gentle, loving, and accepting behavior, I see the magical results that kindness creates. Okay, this is exactly it with yourself, right? The kindness within yourself, your self-talk. When you look at yourself, what are you saying, right? What are you thinking? What are you seeing that other people are not seeing? Your self-expression is gorgeous, okay, especially when balanced, flowing, and filled with light. We've got this snail, okay, the slow and steady gets there. And we've got collaboration. Okay, yes, don't keep yourself from collaboration because you're trapped in the old. Release that old, rebirth the new, and be patient for the gorgeous magic that comes about because of it. Something like that. Okay. Healing in the now. This portal. Look at that portal. Into self, right? Bringing your child, inner child, back into your heart space. Wearing your Empress crown of flow and receiving, peacefulness within your temple of gorgeousness. Okay? Yes. That is what I have for you today. Hopefully, there was something that inspires you to speak a little kinder to yourself and to do the things that you want to do. Take your time. Don't force yourself. Allow you to be who you are right now because you're gorgeous. Okay? Love and appreciate you and hope to see you next time. Bye for now.